My fascination with wrestling began when I think I was probably 4 or 5 when I started watching it, and it's just pretty much an escape for me. Everyone has their stressful days in there from work, things happening with family, and then kind of when I watch wrestling, it's just kind of my escape. We Samoans are so good at wrestling because a lot of us are Samoans and, polys in general, we love our contact sports. We've had a lot of polys, not just come through wrestling, but boxing and kickboxing, probably the entertainment aspect of it as well. We love to make people smile. We love to entertain everyone and make sure everyone's having a good time in there. Get to hit other people and throw them around the ring, I guess, and kind of relieves all the stress, really.
My name is Richard Mulu. I'm 28 years old, and I'm from South Auckland, Otaro.
Pretty much 2018, I was like, okay, I need to give this a shot because you don't want to die wondering. I started looking for a wrestling school, and most of the schools for pro wrestling were out west, and I was like, it's too far. Just scrolling through Facebook and that, and then just happened to see Zealand Dojo, and it's the first time I'd actually seen Fale-san. I never really got into the New Japan Pro Wrestling there. Scrolled through some of their stuff, messaged through, and saying, I'd like to really get into wrestling, but I'm looking for a school, and I was hoping I could come and give Zealand Dojo a go. And they opened their arms, and they welcomed me in, and pretty much just took off from there. First time I stepped into the dojo, you kind of say like, yeah, I want to do wrestling and I really want to do this. But then when you actually get into a gym and you see the wrestling ring there, and when I saw like, the boxing pads are there, and I was like, shit, this it already looks hard here, and I haven't even started. I'm only just signing up, and I was already getting intimidated. But then it got me motivated at the same time. I was like, they're really going to give this a go. So I was like, I would say it was probably more motivating than anything else. Okay. Yeah, the training is, it's exhausting, eh? Like, I can't lie at all. Yeah, you guys are gonna see this. Yeah, it's really difficult, especially, for myself, in being probably the biggest guy in this intake. My cardio was gonna be a big problem for me, especially running. I dread it so much, and it was probably the thing that I try and get myself hyped up for the most. And man, I just don't have the lungs, eh? But then you just you think about why you're here. You think about who you're doing it for. Once you remember all that, you just kind of keep moving, just keep putting one foot in front of the other. One thing that stuck with me through one of the first intakes I done with, was I was really struggling with it mentally, slowing the boys down and feeling like a burden to all the boys. And one thing he said to me last year, he was like, man, I'm not looking for the guy that comes first. I'm looking for the guy who just doesn't give up. Anyone can do the fitness and anyone can come first. I know I'm always going to come last on certain fitness drills and that and anything cardiovascular, but just trying to keep the world, just to keep moving, just to keep going. And
good match.
Sometimes you second guess yourself and you start doubting yourself, like, am I making the right move? Is this actually worth it? And, I'm investing all this time into it. That was probably another thing Fale-san said as well, man, if you can see yourself doing this and if you can envision yourself in that ring and, in the company and or whatever it is you choose to do, you'll get there. You'll get there, but it's just holding that vision and trusting the process, really. I like to do that a lot, just to envision myself like, in the ring with a whole lot of people around, and you kind of imagine like other wrestlers you'd like to wrestle and just be like, man, one day I'm gonna get there. I will get there, I want to see myself in New Japan Pro Wrestling, having to work a 9-to-5 job all the time and growing older than a machine, which there's nothing wrong with that. But for myself, I don't want that for myself. I don't want to be working at a machine till I'm really old. I want to wrestle. You don't have to just work 9-to-5 to make money. You don't just have to do certain things to, achieve your dreams, man. You can go above and beyond. So the end game for me is to see myself in New Japan Pro Wrestling. to see myself financially stable for myself and for my family. Just to see myself continuing, aspire to inspire other people.
I don't really have any feelings about wrestling at the moment. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to hear about it, talk about it. Like, it's just, yeah, I don't know. Almost feel like I've outgrown it.
It's been a really interesting project. One of the most interesting ones that there's ever been, like, just with the whole filming and everything. Lots of drama has happened with Syntax, which is good entertainment for sure.
I just got my second COVID jab yesterday though. And with the match on tonight, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Arm's a bit dead, but hopefully I don't get any more symptoms across the day.
Today's going to be really good. Obviously the last day, so it's going to be pretty special. But to get to have some matches and stuff like that's going to be really fun. But yeah, above all else, I leave in like 10 days time, and then I have to do like 15 days in a hotel in one city, and then I fly to my city, and I got to do another 4 days in a hotel there. So look forward to getting through that and getting back to my family.
Did I miss this place? People. I don't really know if I'll miss living in a house full of a bunch of people, because most amount of people I've ever lived with. But
I'll miss
yeah,
you.
like is this where I'm supposed to say that I'll miss you? No, I'm kidding. Yeah, no, I'll miss the people. I won't really miss the place itself, though, to be honest.
Normally, like, it takes when it's the last day, everyone's kind of flying back home within, like, the next couple of days, but no one's moving away for, like, another 2 weeks at least. And then Tim and I don't have a flight back to Australia, so we don't really have a plan just yet of when we'll be heading home. Normally, at the end of each intake, building up to it, we have, like, a sit-down chat with Carlos on Tony's son and Mark's son to just discuss our future going forward, what our plans are. We go from there and what you want to do. So some people are either keen to fly back home, but then fly back again, or there's people that are just keen to move here full time, or there's just people that just like had a fun time, but that's me done for wrestling. Really good experience.
Why are you hiding, Sid? Hi, Rizla.
I'm sure a lot of them have learnt a lot in the last 3 months. I've seen a big change in a lot of them. But generally, we're looking for guys who are using what they've learnt, you know, showing heart, fire, you know, just hungry. I want to see guys who are hungry for this business, who are hungry for the sport. And hopefully we see that tonight.
Hey, sound good. Yeah. Look. I'm interested in making ends opposed to making friends. Double bands. I've been paranoid ever since sex. I'll take the check. Finishing this drink shit only take a sec. But Mark just cut me off. He told me that I go on stage and tan. Walk out to my own shit on the main event. Vinci my cologne after the show. She told me that shit was a favorite sense. Sprint a fan of spacious. We can take your friends. What happened next? You can take a guess. Beat the pussy up, then I beat the eyes too. Got a lot to prove. L Woods with the law school. I am not a wave, I'm a monsoon. Send her all the way after she gon' need like some hot soup. Hey. Walk out to my own shit on the main event. Bitch, my cologne after the show. She told me that shit was a favorite sense. Sprint a fan of spacious, we can take your friends. What happened next? You can take a guess.
Okay, boys, that concludes our 3 months intake. Regardless of what happened during it, doing this right here not only helps us, it helps you guys too. Doesn't matter if you're gonna stay here or leave, you're on this, you're part of this. COVID doesn't really help, but we all got through it. We all learned a lot more about ourselves, and a lot more about this business too. So thank you guys. Thank you, camera, crew.
I hope for those of you who are leaving, I hope that you don't look back at this and think, what if? Okay? Don't live in regret. If you move forward from here, make sure that you go hard in any other area of your life. And don't go anywhere else with regrets. That's the one thing I wish for all of you guys if you are not looking to proceed forward with this. No regrets.
I just want to pass share. Thanks so much, and feel a bit emotional inside. And even if things don't work out in wrestling, I mean, probably end up saving 100 grand quitting smoking. So.
You guys have become brothers just because you live together. You're never gonna forget this. Trust me. 10 years from now, if you never see each other until then, you're gonna end up right here where you are right now. That's why we live together. That's why we hate each other. You argue, you fight. Same with me. You guys know where my faction is. No matter where they go, 100% brothers. So in Japan, when you close something off, it's a one clap. When I say yo, that's it. Ready? Yo. Let's go. It's time for me to go back to work. We're on our way to the airport now, so catch my flight back to Japan, do my quarantine. It's been 6 months. I'm back on tour. It's been a while, but looking forward to it. It's always hard to get back in the ring because, you know, your body needs to get used to bumping and taking those hard shots again. So when I get back to the Japan office, There are a couple of guys that I would recommend. A few guys that I have seen improve a lot and I think would be beneficial for the company. And I'll be making some recommendations for them. If wrestlers want to come to the New Zealand Dojo, rest assured, one thing is we can change whatever your direction is, right? Turning up is the first move you should do. Getting here, showing up is the first step, I believe. You know, if you're hungry enough to get here, then you're hungry enough to get to the next spot, to the next step, to the next level. Where are they? They're supposed to be doing this. 1,000 squats. You know, this lifestyle is not easy for most people. Being alone all the time, on tour, away from your family and friends, and traveling. But it's also really good if you want to see the world, if you want to experience different cultures, meet a lot of new people, make good money. The lifestyle's good, I reckon, but there's also their bad side. And that's what I try and teach the boys. It's a good life, but it's hard at the same time. So you really have to decide if this is for you. So, and that's one of the reasons why we put New Zealand Dojo in New Zealand, to get them out of their comfort zone, to see if this is what they really want, because whatever they went through at the dojo, times that by 100. Once you get to pros, it's a hard life, man.
Bullet Club well represented in this tournament. Vale has been away from the ring for quite some time, as the world has been not kind to the folks in New Zealand and Australia when it comes to being able to leave, being able to travel, being able to wrestle in New Japan Pro Wrestling. The Road General is back. And the grenade launcher. Vale is the legal man, and they have done it. They have beaten the United Empire.
Wash me in the water, cleanse me in the mercy of your love. I need a heavenly touch.
Let's go some of this.
You know, it's been a long time for you, you know, on this path. However, I have talked to the office. The office got back to me, and after going through all the reports and seeing some of the docuseries, they are offering a Young Lions contract for you. So, congrats. Well done, bro.
It feels like it's been like a fucking lifetime since I've started training, but now it's real, and it doesn't feel real right now. But thank you so much for everything. And yeah, it's not going to get easier from here. It's going to get even harder. But I'm prepared for it, and I'm going to work my ass off even more.
That I'm just wandering on my own.
Some of this.
I've taken all the reports and everything to the office, and office got back to me today, seeing you improve dramatically, physically and mentally. They are offering you a 1-year contract.
Oh well.
How do you feel?
I was never sure how I'm supposed to react, because if I was gonna like start bawling, or if I'm gonna be like, oh, it's about time, it's about time. But I think I'm just happy. I'm just pleased that there's an outcome, and I'm very grateful. Arigatou gozaimashita. Thank you very much, Father-san, and to the office as well.
Hey Jake, the office has agreed to add you on a 1-year contract. How do you feel? Yeah, I know it's hard. You know, your journey's been tough. There's been a lot of emotions and through the way, but we've seen you. We've followed your journey. This doesn't mean you've reached your goal. It means you're starting your goal.
It's like a very niche thing you do, and it's a very hard thing. And even within this, there's politics as well. So no doubt you would have come across a lot of people that have doubted you. What can you say to them?
Fuck you. No, honestly, like, fuck them. Like, I've been working my ass off for the past 7 years, and I know people talk shit about me. They talk shit about me all the time, but I don't give a fuck about them because they're not in the position I'm in. Like, fuck, I honestly don't care what anybody else thinks because they don't know the sacrifices I've made. I've made hell of a lot of sacrifice. But yeah, like, if you want to get somewhere, you've just got to block out the haters, block out all that outside negative energy, and just focus on you. And when you do that, success will come.